Some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And off we go from uptown Charlotte.
Taken in at the 3.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders.
To about the 35, 2nd down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Another run with Sanders. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On play action, now Rodgers. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Buddy Johnson, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On 1st down, Rodgers.
Got a man open. It's Chase. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Cards are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Just a gain of a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
No score after one on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll get this to about the 38. Second down, back to Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Cardinals. Miles Sanders, 62 yards. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Now Cade York for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Second down, and back they go to Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Man open, it's Moss, complete. They find some open field here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
2nd and 8 coming up. Operating out of the gun, here's Montana. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Connor. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Montana going for it on 4th. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes a pick. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Montana's throw complete there to Johnson.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and 10 for Montana and company.
This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Donald Parham as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Going to try to throw for it with Montana. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey
to the 27-yard line.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Down right around the 25. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Another run here with Sanders. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's Rodgers. Quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Guaranteed they've been talking a lot about, can we find something that'll go our way? And that tip ball, that definitely just did.
Well, and with this margin manageable, yeah, that gives them a little juice maybe on the tip.
Yeah, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. That could help them get right back in it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Let's go.
He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Play fake, now here's Montana. He'll buy some time right. And this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. first carry for James Conner. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. To throw is Montana. That's complete to his running back, Conner. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the...